This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the 606 Media Studios. This is the TCSF podcast with Big Z. Tonight we are live featuring Ivan Vargas from The Tape Never Lies, and we got Stevie-B. Stevie-B.
What is up?
What's up, fellas? It has been a turmoil of a week. And well, let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Episode 162 is brought to you by 606 Media, true Chicago sports fans, and Great Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to thegreatclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your order. That is TrueFan15. Get your shirts now. Support us. So what's up, boys? It is a hangover Monday. For sure, especially
I'm definitely hungover.
Yeah, especially if you're Steven, it's a double hangover. But I mean, it's time to talk about Chicago sports, and unfortunately, Chicago is a dumpster fire right now with our Chicago teams, except for one, and we'll get to that good team later in the show because we want to end it off on a good note. But let's talk. I'm ready for talking football. Are you guys ready to talk football?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's talk some football. This is 3 and Out. All right, guys. 3 and Out. We're gonna talk about three. Go ahead.
Was that boom Hallis Hall blowing up? Is that what happened?
It was.
That's where the ATF and the FBI and the CIA raided Hallis Hall allegedly. So we're gonna break down the Kansas City showdown with the Bears in 3 and Out. We're gonna talk about three major points, and then from there, probably punt it over to some baseball. But you know what? At this point, what I usually do is I let Ivan rant for about 45 minutes. And today we have no time limit, which is great. So, Ivan, is there anything for first down, anything positive that you've seen about this Bears game?
It ended. That was the positive. The game ended, and I was happy that it ended. It's a game should have never been played. Like, I felt like almost watching it. It was gut wrenching. There was nothing you can do. It was a car crash in slow motion. Nothing you can do but watch.
It was death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, death by 1,000 paper cuts, bro. And it's I don't know of another loss like these string of losses. I don't remember a string of losses more devastating than these. And I mentioned that last week. You know, it feels like every week now under this regime, they continue to find a way to make you lose trust. They give you no hope. It's like, what's going on? You told us one thing and how you were going to run your organization, you're going to run your locker room, and it just looks like the complete opposite on the football field. Nobody's disciplined. Nobody knows how to tackle. Your defense, you're the head coach. You implemented your defense.
Correct.
Ryan Poles went out and got defensive players in his first draft to help your defense. And your defense can't seem to stop a fucking cold. And it's sad. It's getting to the point where you can't. I'm not going to go ahead and have an aneurysm because this team is inept. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that this is over and done. This is over and done. People want to talk about, hey, they could turn it around, maybe this and that. No, I don't see it. It's the same thing for about 13 weeks now. Actually, well, more than that. So
it's almost a year.
10 months.
It's almost a year.
10 months, 10, 11 months.
Yeah, we're
almost
at that mark.
A year now.
I think it's like the second week of October.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That they won.
Right.
It's the most ridiculous run of bad Bears football I've ever seen. And I'm only 34. I'm only 34 years old. There's plenty of older cats out there that have seen, the 70s and how bad it was, and seen, like later 60s and how bad it got. It's just, I don't see even in the 90s, in spots like it was kind of atrocious. But like, right. I just don't. I've never seen it like this. Matt Eberflus continues to just embarrass himself at the podium today. he was just talking nonsense.
It was
talking nonsense.
It was
He
Nagy
said-
2.0. Just word salad.
Yeah, he wanted us to continue to say that they're right there, that they're close, and it's like you're nowhere near.
No.
You're nowhere. I honestly hope they flex us from any other national game.
Yeah,
the rest of the season, because we don't deserve to be on national television.
No, they should put us on.
The national audience doesn't
be.
deserve to watch that shit.
No.
And I don't I have to watch it because I'm a football junkie like you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think people deserve, and the fans don't deserve this crap of a product on the football field right now.
No.
Too many promises, too many unkept promises. Too many times I've seen this football team look like the football team we watched for the past 4 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even more than that. 10, 15 years. Let's go go Trustman to Fox to Nagy to this. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. There's no difference. It's been a fog for the past 15 years for us. Really,
it's been really bad, and I think the Bears game should all be flexed to the 7 a.m. European time, the overseas games that they usually do, 7 o'clock game. Yeah, so everyone's asleep and wake up to a loss, and you don't have to wait your 3 hours or your afternoon being pissed off. You're right. You're absolutely right. Trestman, Fox, Nagy, it's all been the same exact thing with moving pieces, different quarterbacks, different receivers, different running backs. It's just really, really bad. We went from a city that's been known for running the ball down your throat and hard-nosed defense to not having any defense at all. Playing a cover 2 with your inability to get to the quarterback. Your running back is non-existent because you don't run the ball. You really don't run the ball. And what the defense does against us is they stack the line because you can't get outside because your offensive line can't protect. So they're booked in. So you have to run up the middle, and there's nowhere to run. I mean, the only person that can get through is Justin Fields because of his speed and agility. But
even Justin can't fucking do.
No, he can't.
Even Justin,
he can't do it by himself.
Even Justin can't continue to do what he's been doing. We talked about it last year. Look, last year they got all the benefit of the doubts. Everything. You were like, all right, they're not winning. They're not good. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. This year, you can't do that. You can't give any leeway. It's embarrassing what they've been doing out there these past 3 weeks. I think Justin Fields is just as much of a blame as anybody else out there. We've seen it on the tape. There's plenty of receivers running wide open downfield that he doesn't pull the trigger on. He doesn't throw to. He just can't. Either he can't see him or he's too scared to throw the fucking football. One of the two.
Right. And he can't throw it away either.
Right. And he can't throw it away either, which is just, at a certain point, you have nothing. Get rid of the fucking ball.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I think he's shell-shocked. I think it's a mental thing with him. I don't believe Justin Fields, with this coaching staff, with this franchise, can have the success that his talent, his potential might, elude people to think he could have. It's just, I think he'll be better off in a different scenario, and we have to start over again. That's where I'm at for fucking 3 weeks into the season, because it doesn't look like the coaching staff has any type of leaders on it. It doesn't look like the football team has any type of leaders on it. Even that's including Justin Fields, and I love the kid, but it's not there. It's just not there.
It's really not. After you call a 2 press conferences. Oh, we'll get you a second, Stephen. You called 2 press conferences because he didn't want the media taking his words out of context earlier in the week. And he says, I'm playing robotic. Yeah, I have too many voices in my head. I have too much coaching. That can be so. But if you're going to say, I'm going to play the way I play, and then don't even pass for 100 yards, 11 of 22 for 99 yards. I don't think Grossman had that bad of a line, or any of our backups, anybody that we've had.
He has not thrown for 300 yards in a game yet. He hasn't. All the other quarterbacks that got drafted prior to him have at the very least,
1.
2.
Oh, wow, 2.
2. And guess who the 2 is?
Justin Herbert, right?
Zach Wilson.
No,
Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson. There you go.
Zach Wilson. The guy that everybody talks shit about has more 300-yard games than Justin Fields. It's just not enough. This is unacceptable. Top to bottom, unacceptable.
Go ahead, Steven. You had a point.
Yeah, I was going to say the only part that there was a positive is Herbert, who's the running back who was able to make and get some first downs for us. Other than that, again, I couldn't see anything positive besides that. Another thing that was like going off of what I was saying is like we had the most cap space this offseason. We put everything in the defense, and this is what it shows, right? And you have all this, and again, the last 15 years we haven't gotten well. Hey, I'd say Cutler got us pretty far for what we had, and I wouldn't say that those were terrible years. Yeah, we lost, but I wouldn't say they're as bad as this now, honestly. But
I don't think a quarterback would have made a difference. You could put Patrick Mahomes back there. He's got no line,
right,
and no creativity with the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator. It doesn't matter.
And the things that they're saying, we're close.
There needs to be something done. There needs to be something done, and they won't. Like they won't do it, and that's what kills me. Is that when there needs to be a message sent, these guys just pussy up. It just they don't want to do it. I don't understand it. Just firing somebody to fire somebody is probably not a good idea. Mm-hmm. But your offensive line hasn't been good. Your offense hasn't been good. Like you could fire the O-line coach to make a point. You could fire I know Alan Williams resigned, but shit, he was on. Resigned, but he was on the hot seat anyway. His ass should have been fired too, but he ended up resigning for whatever smoke and mirrors reason that they want to give us. But it's unacceptable to not have somebody be held accountable here. I don't see it happening, like I said, but it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. We're the worst team in football, hands down. There's not even close. The worst teams that anybody could think of are better than us. A team that got 70 put on them last week is 3-point favorites.
I love that.
That's terrible. It's embarrassing. Go ahead.
I'm going to say the other worst thing about it is Daniels, for the coach for the Miami Dolphins. We never interviewed him, and look what he did with the Dolphins, right? It shows how bad the franchise is.
Yeah,
right. we didn't
interview anybody.
Denver, huh?
We didn't interview anybody. They came up with a list of candidates. The ownership did, right. And then they hired everybody. We went over this last week. Listen to the pod last week. We went over how the hiring scheme went. It was completely.
I was just
backwards.
making that point.
Yeah,
but going off of last week. But I'm just saying, even though I wasn't on there, but I was busy. I was at Riot Fest. But no, that being said, it's just like it comes down to all these wrong decisions that lead into this giant catastrophe of all this like just crap. And then it's like, oh, we're right there. Well, if you're getting 10 points and losing by 40 and you consider that right there, like that's
delusional.
Like it's crap.
Delusional.
You're right. It's like saying, oh, I could be late to work, but I'm still going to have my job. No, it doesn't work like that.
No, it sure doesn't work that way.
Well, at Hallis Hall, it fucking
no, yeah. Hallis Hall or at US Cellular down the street, or Guarantee Rate, whatever. You can keep you can keep your, or with the Bulls at Madison, you can keep your job for being inept. 10 points in garbage time. Because I rewatched the game when I got home because I was at my family function, so I didn't get to watch the entire game because they switched it over to the Cowboys game, the Cowgirls, who got their ass whipped too. 10 points in garbage time. That touchdown to DJ Moore, he almost got killed. It was a good, it was a good throw, but he didn't throw him open. He threw him where he was about to get hit. DJ Moore got hit in the back of the head. But it was garbage time. That field goal, garbage time. So those 10 points, at that point, you're playing the third stringers for Kansas City. Of course you're going to be able to move the ball.
Even with Mahomes coming back in, like they were coasting. That was a coast. That was a coast offense.
They easily could have put 80 on us.
I know they scored a few more, but the game was lost when they said, all right, heads or tails. That's when the game was. That's when the game was done. There's no. I don't see another win on the schedule. Even with
No.
I know Denver's coming in and they're 3 points. And Denver's not good either. I can't see us beating the Denver Broncos.
No, Sean.
No, neither can I.
Not with Sean Payton. No.
What part of you what part of the defense makes you feel like we're going to beat Denver? The part that doesn't stop people on third down?
It's 3rd and 7 minimum.
The part that can't stop the run? The part that can't stop the pass? Which part really makes you think that we're going to slow down Russell Wilson, who's been ridiculed for the past year and a half and doesn't really have a great team around him? You know what I'm saying? We're starting to see that too, but I just don't believe it. Matt Nagy's talking about believe. Believe what? I can't believe this bullshit no more. You can't believe this bullshit no more. It was embarrassing seeing him up there and talking about you just gotta believe. Don't give me this. Put on some fucking pom poms and go become a honey bear, motherfucker.
Hey,
like I don't need you.
bring
I
it
don't
back.
need you to cheer. I don't need you to cheer and give me some rah rah speech right now. I need you to go out there and win fucking football games, and the guy doesn't know how.
No, the guy doesn't definitely know how. With the Broncos coming in as a 3-point favorite, as you just mentioned, you have the Commanders with Chico coming in after that. They have a tough defense, a great running game, and they can put up points. The Vikings,
Right.
The Vikings, yeah, they're gonna smoke us. They're gonna smoke us. The
Yeah,
Raiders,
'cause Kirk Cousins puts up 325 yards a game.
right? Yeah, again, and it's gonna be a bloodbath the rest of the schedule because the Raiders, the Chargers, the Saints with Derek Carr will probably, I don't even know if he's gonna come back from concussion protocol at that point. Even if with Taysom Hill as the quarterback, they'll still spank us.
This
Or
defense
Jameis
might
Winston.
average. This defense, I think, and I'm terrified, but I think this defense might average like giving up 30-some points a game.
I mean,
I agree.
we're there already. I mean,
I know they're there already, but I mean throughout the stretch of the year, I think this defense is. You're talking about the Lions who could put points up. You're talking about. I mean, half the teams, majority of the teams on the schedule left can put up 30, 40 points on your ass, and I could see it happening.
Yeah.
the
I can
Cardinals,
see it happening.
the Cardinals just beat the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys
Right.
were favored by like
But they
12
always
points.
beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, but they were favored by 12 points. There's nobody on the Cardinals. There's nobody on the Cardinals. So the fact that they came, they played a great game, good defense. We don't have that. The Browns, great defense, good running game. I mean,
that goes, Jose. That's coaching. That's coaching. You don't take a shitty team like that and go out there and be like, all right, you know. And I'm not saying the Cardinals are going to go win out. And beat
No, and it's his first year, right?
They beat a good team.
They did.
That they probably shouldn't have beat.
Great.
That's credit to coaching. Like I said, the Cardinals probably aren't going to be a great team this year. But to get a win against a top team like that, that is a credit to the coaching staff and having the team prepared to go play on Sunday.
Definitely.
Like, that's
Right.
it.
I agree.
Definitely. I don't see a win on this schedule. I really don't. Maybe the Panthers. Maybe the
I don't
Panthers.
know.
But who's the quarterback? Our former quarterback, the backup. Oh, what is his name?
Dalton.
Yeah, Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
He can read a defense. He can throw the ball.
Look, dude,
You can't
I
see
just
a
can't
win.
say right
if
now.
Andy Dalton comes in, comes in
I
and
love
whoops
it.
our ass,
I'll love it.
I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't know what to say come the next Monday. Oh no, they play Thursday night, so I wouldn't know what to say Friday when we go on the air. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I would be speechless. I would just start talking about the draft if that happens.
Someone was mentioning on Facebook that the two worst teams, the Broncos and the Bears, are going to be facing off this Sunday, and that someone has to win. And I said, nope. Technically, there could be a tie, and that would be the cherry on top of the Sunday. If they
absolutely.
tied, because there's like we're too inept to score points in overtime.
A lot of you, bro, we agree. It's not on all Justin,
Yep.
but Justin has to. You have to
Thank
be.
you, Eladio.
You can't have them with training wheels no more.
Training wheels are off.
The training wheels are
Look at
off for
Jordan Love.
everybody, bro. Yeah, look at Jordan Love.
He plays starting. He looks great. And he has a comeback win for them.
Yeah. Must win this weekend. If it can't be Denver at home, heads must roll. I completely agree. I mean, as it is, they have a 3% chance of making the playoffs. 3% chance.
Not good.
I don't know.
Ivan's like, I don't do math very well, but that's not good.
Not great. Not great.
Okay, let me ask you guys.
Yeah.
Or I'll ask Jose. If I got tickets again to go to the Soldier Field, would you go? Or would you be like, nah, we'll go to the bar? Because I'm at the point where it's like, I'd rather like not waste my time and walk and do all that stuff.
No.
Take an Uber. I'd rather just go to the bar.
You know what?
It.
The only game let me look at the schedule. The only game I would want to go to would be Washington, just to see Chico, because Chico was my former boss at this old company I used to be at in the early 2000s. So he was always super nice to me. So was his family. So that is probably the only game I would want to go to, just so I can maybe go, say hi to him before the game.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no reason to give this team and this organization more money than they deserve.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to need that money because they lost all their tractors, their equipment. So they're going to need that money.
Yeah, Juan Deere stole it, right?
Juan Deere.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree, man. Don't give them no more money. Like I saw I just saw the salute to service stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Every year I'm a sucker, and right now I'm just like, bro, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
No, wait till it's on clearance.
I don't think I'm gonna do it this year. I think I'm just gonna wait till the end of the year or whatever, and that'll be like next year's thing. But I would suggest nobody go to these games, especially if they're not winning.
But
if you're not winning, don't waste your money. It's like it's already a ridiculous amount for an NFL ticket as it is.
Yep.
It's
and
like
the concessions
for up there,
right? And the concessions, and there's no point in wasting money, time, and effort in a team that isn't putting forth the amount of effort you as a fan are putting forth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your time, your energy, your strength isn't deserving of this, and it's like I don't care who fucking hears it. It's not deserving of this. We deserve better. Everybody here in Chicago, all the Bears fans out there, they deserve better. Period.
Hey, Bears fans, come take a seat next to these White Sox fans.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly that's where we're at right now. Where this organization is a farce. It's really a farce. Yeah. There's
and I have a hard time believing all this because they have a new CEO who's taking charge, and they have everything else that they got. And it's just like crazy to see how everything is like all on aloof. And to be honest with you, when they got 0 points and they were going to the fourth, I was like, I hope they don't score 1 point. I'm like, they don't even deserve to get in there because they're going against third stringers, like you said. So I honestly didn't want them to score at all.
I mean, seeing that what Miami did, I wanted a 50 burger on the Bears. I wanted them to get embarrassed.
Right.
And
right.
I mean,
and I also wanted Mahomes to be like, okay, they scored 70, bet, let's do 80.
Yeah,
right?
100%. Let's set the record because the record's 73.
Yep. Yeah, let's do it. Right. So I also know how I feel it, how Ivan's so passionate is how Jose is with the White Sox.
100%. And that's for him, everything he said about the Bears is what I feel about the White Sox. Like, stop supporting this fucking team. Don't buy any fucking gear. Like, let's not get into the White Sox here. We're not there yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Well,
that's where I go off.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a jersey.
Haven't been fucking doing anything either.
Oh God.
As Kevin pointed out.
Yeah, that's been bad. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. But no, so it's like I was gonna buy a new jersey for like the Bears, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get a new Blackhawks jersey.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Marshall's in about a couple of weeks, and that shit'll be on sale for $12.
Yeah, I told my brother.
No.
I told my brother because like we were talking about Bears tickets. I was like, I looked at him yesterday. I was like, nah, bro. Like, let's go to the Blackhawks. Like, I know they're not going to be good, but Connor Bedard's on the ice.
Yes.
Right. Like, I'm sure he'll be up there, like ready to go. Like, there's no way. I mean, I could see him just being out there right away. I don't know if he's going to need some time.
I don't think he needs time. I don't think he needs time. He had a hat trick in his first scrimmage.
Right, but I think he'll be up there in no time. But regardless of that, I'd rather go to the Blackhawks game and try to see Connor Bedard progress as a player than I would go to the Soldier Field and try to watch the Bears be bums.
I'd rather see the lower level of the Bulls, the Schaumburg Bulls or whatever the fuck they're called.
Right, the D-League.
The D-League Bulls,
Windy City Bulls.
I'd rather see the Windy City Bulls right now than go to a game down at Soldier Field. It's just it's pathetic. I'd rather see those kids who are trying to get into the league and try really hard. Shit, shout
I'd rather
out,
watch some
shout
high
out
school
Sky.
football. Like,
100%.
honestly, I'd rather watch high school football than watch this crap that's out there. Because like I know, at least at some high school football, you're gonna get some good ass games.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna get back and forth. With this, I can't like, and I know it sounds crazy because I'm talking about high school to pro, but just the quality of the product.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a better quality watching high school football than you are watching the Chicago Bears right now. And I don't think anybody. I know people are going to call me crazy, but I don't think anybody would really try to argue with that. I don't think they should.
No,
because it's a fact.
No, it was funny because I'm at the family party and they're like, "Do you mind if we switch it over to the other game?" I was like, "I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Just go ahead."
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I watched the whole thing because
They're
I
like-
wanted to make sure. That
Yeah, they're like, I know
well.
you're doing it for work, and I'm like, I already put it to record, and I'll fast forward through all these bullshit plays. I'll literally watch this game in 20 minutes because I'm just gonna fast forward through everything that the Chiefs are doing because I know that's a great organization that actually game plans and make sure that their starters have weapons and protection. So, yeah,
Right.
I'm not gonna go through it.
Nope.
No, not
You got some ads? You got some ads for us?
Yeah. We'll take a little.
I could run and get a beer right now.
Yeah, we'll take a small.
Yeah, you need it. You were
small little
probably a
break.
little
Yeah,
dehydrated.
A little parched.
a little parched. Yeah, we'll take a little small break and we'll be right back.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15
for 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey, this is comedian Ken Garr, and I was just a guest on the True Chicago Sports Fans podcast with Big Earl and G-Money and a bunch of weirdos. So tune in.
Watch your mouth, cabrón.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. That always gets me. That watch your mouth cover.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, it is time to talk some baseball in 3 up and 3 down. That whole 3 and out segment got discombobulated because everybody goes on a rant and no one keeps to the script there. But this is 3 up and 3 down, where we're gonna talk some baseball. Finally, get this season over with.
I think I'll perplex him with my slow ball.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
All right, it is time to close out the season for both teams. One team might make it to the playoffs. The other team finished their season back in April as soon as it started. So let's, you know what? I'm going to flip this real quick because I want to start off with the White Sox and then end with a good team, which is the Chicago Cubs. The White Sox. Will this team lose 100 games after being chosen to be a playoff contender? They have 96 wins. 96 losses and 60 wins. 6 games left. We have 3 versus the Diamondbacks and 3 versus the San Diego Padres.
Oh, dude, I think the Diamondbacks might sweep you. The Diamondbacks are a good team. I mean, if you saw them take care of business with the Cubs,
And they're trying to get into the wild card.
right. I think you might get swept. If
the White Sox
Like,
could
and
do
that- and that's
something
not- that's
positive this, yeah.
Like it's like shit talking, but not shit's like realistic. Like I'm being.
It's
like,
sad. No, I'm
being 100 right here. Like,
I'm over it.
It's right. Okay, so yeah, you could get swept easy.
You know what? I think they lose 2 out of 3 in both series. That gives you exactly 100 losses. Because they beat Boston 2 out of 3.
I mean, Boston isn't really. Boston's firing their GM. Boston's going on a different route. So Boston, I mean,
Yeah, they're gonna clean house everything.
You gotta
Boston cleans houses every 4 years. They fired Dan Dombrowski. They fired they let Theo go. Every 4 to 5 years they change GMs because they don't have that instant gratification. Am I mad at that? No, because they're like, we are Boston and we don't like to lose. Even if they just want to win.
You had an 80+ year drought, you know, and you know they ended up winning the 2 World Series after another World Series right after that initial one after 2004. But I mean, they're Boston, like you said. They're not going to fucking stand for this.
Nope.
They're not going to stand for multiple 100-year losses, multiple years with not being in the playoffs. They just won't do it.
No, they are a team that does not look at all their teams. None of their teams are teams that stay on the losing side for a very long time. Whether it's the
Thursday, are you gonna go to the dollar night?
I was gonna get to that. I was gonna allude to that, but no, because it's during the day. I have to actually be at work and make money. I'm not gonna go spend.
I'll go for you.
You should go for me. Go enjoy the food. That's
pretty much all I'm going for.
And maybe a baseball game will break out. You don't know. Literally just go for the food. Usually right now what I would do for the White Sox, I would go get tickets. It's called the Brew and Views or whatever. It is a $30 ticket in the outfield in the bleachers, and you get 2 beers. Each beer is worth $15, so you get to go to the game for free essentially. So why not do that? But if it's $1, everybody go have a great time. If you haven't taken your kids to a ballpark, this would be the day to do it. Go do all that cool stuff. It's $1. It's free parking. I am not selling this because I can get 2 shits. I am going to one last game.
I think I'm going to go and vlog my experience.
You should. I'll go and vlog my experience and be like, hey, what are your expectations for next year? You should. You should definitely. You should definitely do the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm going Saturday because it's the Day of the Dead bobblehead giveaway. That's the only reason I'm going. And I have bought tickets in May for this. So, you know, I
when you were optimistic still.
Yes, I was still optimistic at that point. Yeah. Funny thing is that they brought Garrett Crochet back. He just had Tommy John Siri, and he brought him back. He pitched in Boston. He got into a little bit of trouble. I don't understand, why would you bring this guy back with a week left? Why would you put him in that situation? You put him in a bullpen. He pitched about an inning and a half. Why put him in that situation?
You know why? Because White Sox. Go,
White Sox.
White Sox.
Let's go, White
Sox. Fuck that. The mind-boggling decisions that this fucking team makes. You have a dead coach. Like, literally, I'd rather have Weekend at Bernie's Tony La Russa, where he's sleeping. But he made all his decisions beforehand in the clubhouse. Like, hey, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that.
Tony would let the fans make decisions for him.
100% he would.
Live.
Actually, I just got off the phone with him.
It was like remember when Madden had like this Madden coach. It was like just a game where you were just the coach. I don't know if anybody remembers that.
That was a horrible option.
Like, it was a horrible.
So boring.
He couldn't do anything.
No.
But coach.
That's exactly what La Russa was.
That's exactly what he was, dude.
Oh man. Let's see. A couple more points. Tim Anderson needs a new home. That dude is not struggling. His head's not in the game. He needs a change of scenery. He needs to go to the Dodgers. He needs to go to the winning team where there's an actual leader and someone's going to put him in his place and he can just play the role of being a shortstop and not with a spotlight. He needs to go somewhere else. Shit, ship him to the Mets. They give us they'll trade for good shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, I mean, probably a couple minor leagues.
That's our number one. Pete Crow Armstrong was right there. I mean,
yeah.
They thought Javi Baez was going to help them go someplace, but God, thank you, Mets.
Thank you, Mets.
Thank you, Mets. Meet the Mets, whatever the fuck they say.
Yeah,
I mean, they swindled them.
Yeah. Last point I got for the White Sox is Luis Robert. He's got he's trying to get to the 40-20 club. He's already got 20 stolen bases. He's got 38 home runs. He did kind of mess up his leg sliding into second this weekend. So do you think he gets his 40 home runs?
No.
6 games. 2 home runs.
Nope.
I think he does.
I think he does.
Let's take a bet.
I think he does.
You want to take that bet?
No bets.
bet,
I'm not making no bets. I've lost every single bet with you.
And also,
no, because knowing you, the ball will hit the top of the wall and just stay there, and fall forward, fall back into play. Like that's what it would happen.
And I would be so happy,
Of course, as you're wearing a black jersey there that kind of looks like a Sox jersey.
Well,
I know it's a Cubs jersey.
I'm gonna be mourning. We'll get to that, but I'm just wearing a black version of it for right now, and I'll explain when we get over. But I just gotta say, man, we're doing the podcast. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna get ready for some offset barbecue. Keeps dodging me, bro.
I don't dodge you. I don't dodge you at all. That shit going on. Shut up. Let's talk about a fucking winning team that's in Chicago. Very few and far in between. The Chicago Cubs at 82-74 now, 6 games out of first place with 1 game up on the wild card. 6 games left. I told you it's gonna come down to that Brewers series.
No, I agree with you. I always agreed it's going to go down to last week. I'm wearing this black jersey because if they do not win starting tomorrow, they got to go 6-0. They cannot lose a game. It's going to come down to pitching, and
they're not going 6-0, bro.
They went what was it, 12, or only like
that was August,
or 11 losses and 11 out of 13 were losses. So it's like you can't go into that. And as soon as it started getting cold, they lost their bats. Like no one was hitting. Pitching was going through. And then the other day, I honestly think that Justin Steele lost his Cy Young contention.
Oh yeah, he's not.
Oh yeah, he lost it.
He lost it the other day when he gave up those runs against Arizona, right?
He lost it. He lost it like 2 weeks ago because that other kid's just been lights out.
Yeah, so that's another disappointing thing for me, which is why I'm wearing a black version of.
That's another $20 down the
Cubs.
drain. I put $20 on that kid too. Fuck.
On Justin Steele?
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Well,
that's all right.
Yeah,
it's $20. I was cheering for your guy. I was like, hey, why not? Yeah. So you got 3 games against the Braves. They've already wrapped up their division. They might just, put in some subs in there and, take the foot off the gas, per se. These are winnable games.
They are. But I'm going to say, if they don't win tomorrow or they lose on Wednesday, you automatically could say, hey, they're kind of going to bring in new people, change their roster. Because, again, unless the Brewers lose those 2 games at the same time as they do, I don't honestly think that they're going to put any more effort and let the guys rest and do that, unless it comes down to the wire. But I don't know. I don't see it.
I think the it's wild card or bust right now. I don't think it's.
Yeah,
I'm afraid at how they're gonna end with these 6 games. I'm really afraid. Realistically, I think it might be the way that they're playing. I think it might be a 2-4. Probably 2-4 at best.
Yeah, right.
With the way that they've been playing these past couple weeks. I hope they could try to split and maybe the Marlins go ahead and they are not as great these next 6 games.
Right.
But it makes me fucking nervous watching the Cubs every game now. Every game I'm like, dude, what is going on? Like, why can't you hold on to a lead? Why aren't you doing what you just were doing a couple weeks ago? No, what is
even for 2 months straight. 2 months straight.
Right.
Yeah, July and August, hottest team,
nervous.
right?
I'm not working right now, but my stomach still hurts because the Cubs are doing that for me. I was nervous to get a job, not because the Cubs are making my stomach hurt. Oh my god. It's like I got antacid all the time and I'm chewing Tums the whole day.
That might be from the vodka, sir.
No, that's from gin. Okay, that's from gin. Let me say it right there.
All right, so yeah, I really think the Braves and the Brewers are just gonna, I think the Brewers are the ones that might be more apprehensive to continue to play hard. Atlanta's got it wrapped up by 13 games. They're gonna rest some players. These are games that you should take advantage of. You can sweep Atlanta Atlanta. That's gonna be great for you because Arizona's on your ass. The Marlins, even Cincinnati. Shit, I think the 8. Technically, the Padres. The Padres are still in it,
and I don't even know how. But yeah, pretty much.
Well, if they beat the White Sox 3 games, that's 3 games right there.
It's crazy now. The White Sox should be able to help us out, but
Padres and the Giants. Padres and the Giants are technically
they're technically still there.
Okay, if the White Sox do help us out, I'll put on a jersey and take a photo, but I won't wear it the whole day.
You heard it here first.
If they help us out.
You heard it here first.
But I will literally feel like I'm dying inside. But yeah.
That's a normal thing for you, sir.
I know. And I'm going to go Thursday and enjoy. Be like, see you next year. No, you probably won't come back next year. God, but the food is good, and we always have a good time.
Yeah, we always have a good time.
I think I've gone to more. I've gone to one more game with the White Sox than I have with the Cubs this year, and I feel really disgusting. And as much as I shower, it does not come off.
I know.
I still feel really dirty.
The food's good. I still say the food's good.
The food's phenomenal there.
The smell just doesn't leave.
That's the smell you guys bring into there from Wrigleyville.
No, that's like sunshine and rainbows going in there.
That's your rainbow and trough smell that you bring over.
What do you mean? It smell like strawberries, bro. Smell like strawberries coming to the south side.
Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond over there.
We're peeing out success.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're like bowls of potpourri.
Yeah. And then I'm going to collect other jars of all the White Sox fans' tears and then just start drinking it. That's the secret to live longer, is to drink White Sox fans' tears. So, and look, Jose's already chugging that thing because he knows it's true.
My season was done in fucking April. Fucking season was done in April. It makes no fucking difference.
Now, I want to ask you a question, Jose.
Sure,
because you can't watch any sports besides the Dodgers right now.
That's why I got a second team, man. I gotta have a backup. And at this point, I gotta pick a backup fucking football team because the Bears are not going to be good for a while.
Mine are the Chiefs because you've seen me. So
come on!
I've been okay. Even before, even the first year they're going to get the Super Bowl, it's because I was working at the bar Bex that I was always at. Not a plug. Not going to give the address or anything. But I'm just saying that
there's no such thing as Google.
I used to work the door. And I have a Chiefs hat that says "No One on the Weekend" podcast on the side. Well, the initials, but still. So I've been on the train for a while. So
yeah, I'm gonna root for one team and one team only. But I do have teams that, like, when it gets to playoff time, if I feel like there's a good story, I rather root for like the story. Like, let's say the Bills are in the Super Bowl, I'll root for the Bills in the Super Bowl.
100%.
I want to see them win. Like, I when it comes down to it, like, if my team's out, I'm like, who has the best storyline? Who hasn't won a Super Bowl? All right, I kind of hope they win. Like, I'm the underdog or whoever the hell it is. I don't go for the front runner. I typically don't go for the front runners unless they haven't, like I said, unless it's like a unique story.
Right. There's an actual conspiracy theory where the Super Bowl logo actually showcases who's going to the Super Bowl. So,
the Super Bowl's in Vegas this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the colors are. I haven't even seen it. But Usher is going to be the halftime performer.
He's going to give everybody free herpes.
There you go. If you really want more. Give it a higher. Yeah. So I'm really excited for this one. You know?
Are we done?
Give me Taylor Swift, man. Put on T Swift. Just kidding. No,
I'm
don't.
good.
Please
I'm
don't.
good.
That was just like salt in the wound, man. Just having Taylor fucking Swift just over there. I know she's happy for her man or whatever, but it's just like, ugh, like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
She got
like, you just showed up, motherfucker. Like, you just showed up. Be quiet. Sit up.
Hey, man.
Talk to his mama. Like, you barely know each other. Talk to his mom.
Yeah, his mom wasn't having any of it. I would say
surprised. I wanted her to like chest bump her mom, but she didn't do that. So.
Oh God, you sick fuck.
I would have been cool to see camaraderie. Like, you know, that could be her future mother-in-law. What better way of having camaraderie of like jumping and chest bump?
I would say Taylor Swift is jumping on the bandwagon, but you know, Taylor Swift comes around with like 25 semi trucks anywhere she goes. So, his notoriety, his Instagram blew up. His jersey sales is number 4 in the NFL right now. I think he jumped over.
Marketing.
400,000 new followers in one day. his numbers just. And now he looks like the guy from Super Troopers now.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got
with the mustache.
He's got the cop mustache.
Yeah, or Reno 911.
Yeah. Any final points on baseball before we go head over to Stirring the Pot?
Yeah, if any of these followers or anyone that's listening, don't DM me and give me crap if we lose the cup.
I am definitely giving you shit if you guys lose. Both of you.
I want you to
Both
check
of
on
you.
me.
Y'all been
check on me.
Both of you have
Check on me. Check.
No one was checking on me. Everyone was shitting
make sure
on me.
I'm okay, but don't talk shit.
Everyone was shitting on my White Sox for everything we went through with the fucking
I'm going through
firings.
it for a week. You've been going through it for the last 4 months. So I've been checking on you. But hey,
I checked on you.
I need a week. Yeah, when I lost my job. No, this is the Cubs again. I'm gonna wake up nervous tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch the game, and I'm gonna either be crying or be really happy.
It's just
I
one
got to live
game.
one more day.
It's just one game. I think. We've talked about this ad nauseum. The Cubs lose the first game of every fucking series for whatever reason.
Yeah, I brought that up to you.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it's something that's just been happening with them, and I don't want them to. I want the Cubs to do well. I want them to. I need one team in the fucking playoffs. I need one.
I know, I do. And you know what? Even if we go to the playoffs and we lose by a game 7, I'd still be happy and call the season a success.
Well,
in my
this team,
eyes.
just because of this, just because the way the team, was like right now, you're looking at the beginning of the year, I was looking at 80 wins, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully 80 wins. 85 would have been awesome because that meant you're challenging, but you're not. I mean, right now, this is like, and I know they're at 80 some wins right now.
82.
But it's like I never would have thought they would have been in playoff contention with 80 wins.
What they predicted?
I never thought the team was gonna go on a run in the second half. I was like, this team has its flaws clearly.
Yeah.
And they still need another bat. They still need more another starter in the rotation.
Yep.
They need somebody that strikes fear in people in the rotation. That's what I think. Like you need and I know people might say you don't necessarily need a big time arm, but I think you need a big time arm. I think you need a guy that goes out there, and you need a Jake Arrieta. You need a Jake Arrieta. Mm-hmm. That's what I think the Cubs need in their starting rotation is get me a Jake Arrieta, find me another bat that's consistent and that can play multiple spots out there. And you need a corner. You need 2 corners. So give me a guy that can play third. Give me a guy that can play first. Find one of those guys. You have to. Yeah. So this is going into next year. But like looking at the Cubs, man, you never thought they were going to be in this position, and it's just sky's the limit. Like in my opinion, even if like Steven said, even if they go game 7 and they lose, or game 5 or whatever, and they lose in the playoffs, it's a win for them. It is sky, like it's trending up for the Chicago Cubs.
It's definitely a win for them, but this is all gravy. This is all bacon and sour cream on the potato. This is all the extra because you guys were predicted, I think it was like 67 wins by Pacoda. You're doing way more than that. 67 or 72, I can't remember. So you're doing way above that.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're contending, the boys galvanized together and said, "Hey, you know what? You're not going to trade all these good pieces. We're playing together. We're gonna contend and we're gonna push. We're gonna push." And they did that. Right. They did that for 2 months, pushing them out of being a sell-off, being sellers in the at the trade deadline, and having a great August, September hiccups. But you got some people back.
Road.
Right, you're right. I mean, it's going to happen. It's baseball. You're not going to dominate like the White Sox did all year in 2005. That's just, that doesn't happen much.
I don't remember.
Of course not. You were
2000 what?
2005.
Yeah. How old was I again?
You see the trophy back here?
You realize that's almost 20 years ago?
Shh. Hey, people are still hanging on to the 85 Bears.
Almost 20 years ago.
People are still hanging on to the 85 Bears.
You're at 18 years.
Wait, what Bears there? What Bears behind you, sir? What Bears behind you?
Hey, look, I agree.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about the 85 Bears whatsoever. I don't want to see an 85 Bear in my screen until the next time the Bears win the Super Bowl. That's how I feel about it. And I love and I know how much they mean to the Chicago Bears in their history. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking shit about 85, but I'm sick of hearing it. Don't march him out there. Like, look, we're jumping all over the place.
Yeah, we are. We are.
So let's go ahead.
I'm going to say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Close this out.
I bet you when it's 20 years this year, was 2005 or is it
No,
gonna be
you
next year?
can't do math. I don't know what school you went to, bro.
I can't even read more than a third grade level. But anyway,
18.
I'm just gonna say, okay, so
Holy
when it
shit.
hits 20, I bet you any money that they're gonna do a memorabilia thing, even if they haven't won a World Series in 2 years. I guarantee I'll make that bet.
Same thing they do for the Cubs, the 84 Cubs, the 89 Cubs.
Yeah.
They do that for all the Cubs, all the teams when they,
Yeah, we celebrate the teams that didn't win.
Yeah.
That's what we.
Yeah,
That's what we
100% we do that.
All right.
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back with Stirring the Pot after a word from our sponsors.
I think I'll perplex him with my slow ball.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride. So do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
What up? It's Martin Moreno, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z. Today we got Ivan from The Tape Never Lies, and we got Stevie-B from the No Water No Weekend podcast. Let me play his theme song real quick.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I had to put it on the soundboard for him because, you know, he needs a theme song. There we go. Chugging that water over there.
It's clear. I'm in the clear, baby.
Yeah, I see that. All right, boys, it is that time again, and you know what time it is. It is time for Stirring the Pot. This week, that's right, stir it up. This week, I wanted to talk about what is the worst tailgate food that you have ever encountered at a tailgate.
Ivan, you go first. You take the
I mean, like I've had some burnt hot dogs. Where I'm like, man, I'm so like,
no,
where I'm
that's
like,
Mexican
I'm so,
style, man.
where I'm like, I'm so
Get that
like
tortilla
drunk and
ready.
hungry. Where I'm so drunk and hungry, where I'm like, man, just give me the fucking thing. Like I don't care. It's charred. I don't care.
It's a Slim Jim at that point.
At that point, I'm just dumping mustard and relish. Like it's as much as I can with the condiments and just. There you go, man. Heat it up. That's where I'm at.
Give you the tortilla.
I've had a few, burnt hot dogs in my day. Like I said,
100%.
At a certain point, hey, if you're hungry and you're drunk, you've been drinking, bro, you're gonna eat something, man. You gotta eat something.
So that's your worst?
Probably the way I don't remember. I really don't recall anything like terrible. Usually, I'm just drinking. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I'm going to guarantee rate, right? And I leave the potato salad out and I don't put it back in the cooler. I don't think, or devil's eggs. I love devil's eggs, but I don't think I'd be able to eat it if I left it out in the car. Especially the day that we just went. What was it, like 3, 4, or maybe a month ago?
Yeah, it was like 92.
Yeah, it was like smoking hot.
Yeah.
So leaving potato salad out, I don't know if I would have to throw it out. I wouldn't eat it.
I wouldn't. First of all, I don't touch potato salad. That is not my cup of tea. You guys can have all potato salad you want, or deviled eggs.
Coleslaw?
Or what?
Coleslaw.
I had it a lot as a kid. I don't.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, I'll fuck with. I'll fuck with some
mac and cheese. I mean, mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't like potato salad either.
I'm not a fan of potato salad. My mom makes it.
I don't care if it's ice cold. Like I just
no.
I'm not a potato salad type of guy.
No way.
It's not for me.
Okay. You leave the guac and chips out.
guac and chips
is fine.
That's fire.
Guac and chips. That's not potato
Yeah, but
salad.
like leaving the guac open though. I don't know.
Leaving it open. Yeah, I agree.
Or
I agree with that.
leaving it like in the car, but you don't put it actually in the cooler. You know what I mean?
No, it's got to be in the cooler. That's just you're a dumbass for spending $12 on avocados and then not putting them in the cooler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's just faux pas. You know what? I can't think. I think the worst thing you can bring is some kind of veggie tray to a cookout or thing.
Yeah.
Like the ranch is gonna get hot. Or I don't eat shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp.
Nobody's eating the carrots.
Yeah, the carrots are all lonely. Everybody ate the celery. A shrimp, like same thing to your point.
Cocktail.
The shrimp platter, right? People bring a shrimp platter. You don't know how long it's been outside. From the fridge to the car to wherever it's going. And if it's warm outside, you got to keep that shit on.
I think I do it.
If it's a shrimp cocktail, it better be on ice. Just leave it in there. Just go ahead, pick what you want, put it back into the cooler, and that's it. Don't have it out as like a don't leave it out.
Don't expose it to the sun, right?
After that,
yeah. I don't know.
You gonna fuck with it?
I know. I don't. I'm allergic to shrimp, so I stay the fuck away from anything that's a shellfish. The closest I get to seafood is tuna in a can. That's as close as I get. Chicken of the sea.
Yeah, I'll fuck with some shellfish. That's my
story. When we went to the tailgate with Ivan, he was offering me half of his sandwich that he already ate. So I was like, all right, man. Oh, I'm not going to eat that, but go ahead.
Wow. I mean...
And then I offer him White Claws, and they're like, nah, I like High Noons. I'm like, Jesus, fucking picky much, dude?
High Noons are better.
I would prefer High Noons.
But alcohol gets you where you need to go no matter what it is. So it's fine.
There's a specific, I don't know, with the White Claws and with like the Bud Light seltzers, I just don't like it. There's something about it where I don't particularly like them. But with the High Noons, for some reason, it's cool with me.
Yeah, I think
maybe it's just preference. I don't
I think the White Claws kind of taste diety. They do kind of taste like diety, like especially those Bud Light ones. But the High Noons just literally tastes like vodka and juice and seltzer. So that's why we fuck with those. But I think we'll close out that segment. So we got to do a tailgate because we need to. Wait, Ivan's working on Sundays.
Yeah, I work Sundays.
Yeah, so we got to do it Saturdays.
Nope.
No, he works the weekends.
Mondays and Tuesdays.
Well, we can do it from Monday night game. We can go live again and do it all together.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's right. Before we get out of here, is there anything that you're watching that is in sports?
Ivan, have you been keeping up with
Batman
sports?
Batman animated series. Like the
original
cartoon.
Or beyond?
Fire.
Oh, nice.
The cartoon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fire.
Oh, I'm at episode 55 of season 1, and I'm just like
Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy just kill it.
Just pumping through them right now. I'm just this is just my childhood relived is what I'm doing. So yeah, Batman animated
Batman
series. Cape. I don't have one. I don't have one. I want one that's realistic.
We know what to give him for Christmas.
No, yeah, and I put on my same underwear from when I was a kid. My Batman ones on, and I watched and I scored a big bowl of cereal. Yeah. They got a lot of holes and rips in it now, but hey. And then I put the little half mask.
They're like
run around
faded.
The
they're like
at night
faded
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And shit, you can see all the threads.
Yep,
his mask is his underwear. He just takes it off and puts that in his head.
I'm Batman. Yeah.
Swear to me. You look into the people.
Right.
Swear to
me.
Don't open this door.
Steven, what are you watching that is in sports?
Well, if you want to say soccer's a sport, I disagree. But
wow, that's because you don't run.
No, it is a sport. But I'm gonna say it is sports. I'll just say it. It doesn't mean I'm watching, but I do love it. Welcome to Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McAfee.
Yeah.
So the new season came out, and I was rewatching it, and it's crazy that you take this small town that loves this team, and what Ryan and Rob do, they give back to the community. They help this one employee who was working volunteer the whole season for I don't know how many years. They offered her a position to work and develop and help out if anyone needs special needs with a wheelchair or getting around the park. So it's like, it feels like in my head when I see it, it's like the Cubs, right? It's a small town. The whole area is redeveloping. How Wrigley got, back on its feet. There's new things developing. That it's in Wales. It's not in England. If you Americans don't know that. Me.
Look at you putting your fucking nose up, fucking dickhead.
I know he's like pointing at us, like you pointing at yourself, motherfucker. Like,
I did afterwards. I'm like, I had a word.
Fucking snob.
Yeah. But it's such a great show. The community giving back and the relationship between Rob and Ryan. It's like, I love that bromance. I'm a little jealous because I get called stupid all the time for having a great idea.
I haven't said it once today.
I know, because I haven't been able to do anything stupid so far. So. That's why you should check out No on the Weekend every Monday for new episodes for listening to me and Sean doing something really stupid.
They're funny. So. Yeah, fuck it. Listen to them. They're funny.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, your show should be a YouTube show. You guys are fucking funny.
No, I like doing this. I think this is how I would like to do it, and then condense it and put it into stuff like that. So
fuck it. Let's do it. Before we get out of here, I've been watching the new season of The Morning Show. I think they're on episode, 4 or whatever.
That's with Jennifer Aniston, right?
Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got it playing over there.
Yep. So it's been pretty good. I mean, it started with the whole Today Show storyline of Matt Lauer and whatever, and it's evolved more into like putting women in power in news and so forth. So I'm kind of the type of guy that, like, even if the show sucks, after a while I gotta finish it. Yeah. I need a conclusion to it. And then speaking of the conclusion, HBO canceled Winning Time. No reason why.
Really?
No fucking reason why. The last episode last weekend, not this past Sunday, but the weekend before, they just literally like, all right, yeah, the Lakers contended for a couple more years, won some championships, so did Larry Bird. And they literally just fucking dismissed everything. They just closed everything out. They're like, yeah, he caught the HIV, and Pat Riley coached, won some championships, and
they didn't want that shit. There's some shit that they don't want out.
Something popped off.
Someone in a high place said nah, because you're gonna have to put out what happened.
The dirt, the real dirt.
Real dirt. Yeah, you got to the real dirt, and it's like, we're gonna stop.
Cookie was like, no more of that. He got enough.
I wanted to know how he got get rid of AIDS. So
how he had millions of dollars.
Yeah. He was siphoning the money and putting it in his bloodstream. And
I'm pretty sure there's I'm pretty sure there's a cure.
No. You shred it, you cut it finely, and then you snort it up your nose. That's what you have to do.
Yeah. Hey.
Only hundreds. Only hundreds.
Only hundreds.
Yeah.
That's right.
Only hundreds.
All right. Before we get out of here, Steven, give everybody your socials and talk about your show.
Yeah, so No on the Weekend is every Monday, but we record on the weekend, so we have a couple drinks, have a lot of laughs, some trivia with me and Sean, a lot of funny topics. I know we talked about Usher on this show, but I also brought it up on the episode that is live today. So that being said, go check it out. After you listen to this, great episode. You can find us at Nowhere on the Weekend, but weekend is spelled WKND. So we also talk about Jose a lot in the episode that aired today.
Good.
Nothing, all positive, nothing.
I will listen
really
to it because I got to take out notes because I'm coming after you fuckers.
Yeah, no, it's all positive, I swear. And from my heart, it's all positive.
Yeah, I believe it so much.
And
watch your mouth, cabron.
So be sure to check us out. Find us anywhere and DM me. And again, don't pick on me if the Cubs lose. So thank you.
Yes, everybody flood his DMs. Ivan, where can they find you?
Oh, Ivan V _TTNL. Yeah, you can find me there, and man, it's fun time, man. I wish we could talk about good sports, but we have to just talk about what's presented to us.
Yeah, I literally
it hasn't been great.
No, I posted that Spider-Man meme, and it had all the Chicago sports team just pointing at each other, and the one that's left out is the Cubs, obviously, because they're contenders. But like every team.
Can we make a prediction for next week and talk about it? What
the Bears?
Denver?
Oh,
yeah,
this way.
All right.
No, but the score. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Steven. You go first.
Go first, Steven.
I'm gonna say Denver 3rd. No, I'm gonna say Denver 26, Bears 14.
Jose?
28-17 Denver.
I'm gonna go 32-20. Denver.
Damn, we scored 20 points. Woohoo!
Yeah, garbage time. Garbage time. You got to score garbage time points. That's what the Bears do, baby.
They kill the spread. Kill the spread.
That's what it is. Kill the spread. Vegas calls it an A. Start playing right. Okay.
Hey, Vegas rules the world. All right, y'all. That is it for today. Thanks for listening. A big thank you to our sponsor, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, Great Clothing, and The Tape Never Lies. Thanks to Ivan for producing this today. Don't forget to go to greatclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago. Use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Like Steven said, check out his show. It is called The No Water in the Weekend podcast with Steven and Sean. You can also check out The Tape Never Lies with Ivan Vargas. 2 awesome shows besides this one. Please check them out. Support them.
We got Phil and Shane too, but like there's plenty of other people on my
Phil, Shane, Billy Bob, everybody's on that show. It's great. They break down film and they tell it how it is. They're really, really passionate Bears fans, which is easy to relate. Shout out to Ronesh, Panic, and Serious Beats, that the beats that we're going to play on the audio version of this. You can check us out on social media at True Chi Fans on Twitter. Find us on Facebook, IG, and Spotify. And you can reach us on our email at truechicagosportsfans@gmail.com. All right, y'all. For Ivan and Stevie-B, this is Big Z. And until then, we'll see you next time for episode 163.
Go Cubs, go.
Go Cubs, go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for today. And for the love of sports, man.
A few moments later.
Wait, the Bears are what we thought they were. What we thought they were.
This is not how we wanted it to go. You almost can't even make it up. It's that bad.
Oh, my goodness! Didn't see that coming! I'm diddly-dee!
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup! You have a lot of incest.
That's real.
Shut your mouth.
Lover boy.
Nature versus nurture, Lodge. Nature always wins.
I think he's on steroids.
Hasta luego, amigos! That's all, I shouldn't have those artichoke poppers.
Thanks, Cubs!